You have probably heard of the travel rule, but what does it actually mean and why is such a big deal for crypto? Originally designed for banks, the travel rule is now being applied to virtual assets by regulators all over the world, from the FATF to the EU and G20 nations. Here is how it works. Whenever you send crypto from one platform to another, especially if it's above a certain threshold, the sender's personal information must travel with the transaction. That includes things like your name, your wallet address, sometimes even your ID or physical address. And it doesn't matter if you're just moving funds between wallets. If those wallets are managed by two different service providers, they both need to comply. If they don't, they risk fines, getting blocked, or being shut down entirely. Now, let's be clear, the goal of the travel rule is valid. It's meant to prevent crypto from being used for money laundering or funding crime. But in practice, this creates a massive problem for Web3 because most blockchains don't carry identity data and most users don't want to expose their personal information every time they make a transaction. It put platforms in a difficult position. Either comply with regulations and violate users' privacy, or respect privacy and risk non-compliance. That's the paradox. But there is a way to solve it. With tools like Verifyo, platforms can meet the travel rules requirements by verifying that a user is compliant without ever exposing their personal data on-chain. In simple terms, with Zero Knowledge KYC, the wallet address will be awarded a badge that will confirm that the address is compliant with rules and regulations. That means that it will no longer be required to travel with your name and other private data. It's a new approach to compliance, one that protects regulatory integrity and user sovereignty at the same time. Because the travel rule isn't going away, but with the right tech, we don't have to compromise our privacy in Web3 to meet it.